Welcome back to LGBTpopCult. Today we're diving into the top 20 lesbian movies that shaped queer cinema, shook mainstream audiences, from period dramas to chaotic thrillers, from delicate indie gems to campy musicals. This list celebrates it all. Let's begin. Do Revenge. This candy-colored, pastel-soaked teen thriller gives us Gen Z camp in its purest form. While not a full-blown lesbian romance, the sapphic storyline between Eleanor and Gabby adds flavor to the chaotic revenge plot. With snappy dialogue, wild twists, and fashion straight out of Clueless meets Euphoria, it's the kind of movie where queer vibes are woven into every dramatic hair flip. 18. Booksmart. Olivia Wilde's directorial debut gives us a lesbian lead in a teen comedy that doesn't revolve around trauma. Finally, Amy's journey through crushes, awkward flirting, painfully realistic party encounters, and that unforgettable pool scene feels authentic and refreshing. The film celebrates queer joy, messy adolescence, and female friendship without ever treating queerness as a plot obstacle. 17. The Prom. A vibrant queer musical bursting with glitter, jokes, and heart. Emma, a small-town girl banned from taking her girlfriend to prom, becomes the center of a huge, over-the-top Broadway rescue mission. It's campy, sweet, and unapologetically celebratory, and beneath the sparkles, it's grounded in a real emotional storyline about acceptance, courage, and first love. 16. Ammonite. Kate Winslet and Saoirse Ronan star in this moody, atmospheric period romance inspired by the life of paleontologist Mary Anning. It's quiet, sensual, and aching. The film leans heavily into isolation, foggy beaches, cold cottages, long silences, only to contrast it with an intense, intimate relationship. Think of it as the mineral-rich cousin of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. 15. Thelma, a supernatural slow-burn thriller from Norway, blending sapphic yearning with psychological horror. Thelma is a sheltered girl whose forbidden attraction to another student triggers terrifying telekinetic abilities. The movie explores repressed desire, religious pressure, and the cost of living authentically. It's eerie, stylish, and unforgettable, ideal for queer horror fans. 14. The World to Come. Set in the mid-1800s, this film is a quiet storm of longing. Catherine Waterston and Vanessa Kirby play two neighboring wives who find solace and eventually love amid bitter winters and even colder marriages. Told through intimate diary entries and delicate performances, it's a tender but heartbreaking exploration of desire, confinement, and the tiny pockets of joy queer women carved out for themselves in hostile worlds. 13. Host. Set in the 90s, this quiet indie film follows Cameron, who is forced into a conversion therapy camp after being caught with another girl. Despite the heavy premise, the movie focuses on friendship, resistance, and the small acts of rebellion that keep queer teens alive. Chloe Grace Moretz gives one of her most restrained and powerful performances, making the film both devastating and hopeful. 11. Crush. Finally, a fluffy lesbian teen rom-com that understands the assignment. Paige is an artsy, love-struck disaster chasing her longtime crush Gabriella, only to fall for her twin sister AJ. It's bright, cute, and unapologetically queer. There's no tragedy, no bullying, no being forced out, just wholesome sapphic romance wrapped in classic teen comedy vibes. 10. Fear Street Trilogy. A full horror trilogy centered on a lesbian couple, We Won. Dina and Sam's love story anchors a centuries-long battle against curses, serial killers, and shady cults. The trilogy flips horror tropes by letting the queer characters be the emotional heart and the survivors. It's bloody, stylish, nostalgic, and fiercely queer. 9. A Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Celine Sciamma's masterpiece. A painter and her subject fall in love on a remote island, creating a slow-burn romance crafted through glances, gestures, and a visual language that feels like poetry. Each scene is a painting. Each look is a confession. The ending? Iconic. Heart-crushing. Perfection. 8. Bodies, bodies, bodies. A Gen Z slasher comedy that doubles as a hilarious takedown of messy queer relationships. Sophie and Bea are the sapphic couple at the center of this chaotic murder mystery gone wrong. Toxic dynamics, petty fights, and suspicious glances are mixed with razor-sharp humor, making it equal parts funny and unsettling. It's queer, unhinged, and endlessly rewatchable. 7. Carol. A landmark lesbian film drenched in 1950s aesthetics, longing, and emotional restraint. Cate Blanchett's Carol, with her perfect coats and perfect confidence, meets Rooney Mara's shy, curious Therese, and sparks fly. Their romance is tender, sensual, and revolutionary for mainstream cinema. It's queer elegance at its finest. 6. Mulholland Drive. David Lynch's surreal, dreamlike mystery gives us one of the most complex sapphic relationships in cinema. Betty and Rita's connection is erotic, haunting, and drenched in symbolism. The film moves between fantasy and reality, desire and destruction, making it a staple of queer film analysis. It's strange, sexy, and unforgettable. 5. I Care a Lot. Rosamund Pike plays a morally corrupt, brilliantly dressed, openly lesbian scammer who steals from the elderly. She may be evil, but she's also iconic, and her relationship with Fran is refreshingly normalized. No angst, no tragedy. Just two ruthless women running a criminal empire together. A power couple, literally. 4. Fucking Åmål. A coming-of-age classic from Sweden about two girls navigating the boredom and claustrophobia of living in a small town where nothing ever happens. Agnes and Elin's tender, awkward, painfully relatable romance struck a chord worldwide. It remains one of the most important lesbian teen films ever made. 3. The Favorite. A wickedly funny royal lesbian love triangle packed with power plays, betrayal, and scene-stealing performances. Queen Anne, Sarah, and Abigail engage in political manipulation and bedroom politics with equal intensity. It's sharp, chaotic, and deliciously queer, a period piece that doesn't pretend to behave. 2. My First Summer. A soft, intimate Australian gem about two girls who create a private world of safety and love. Grace meets Claudia, a girl raised in isolation, and their connection grows through small, gentle moments. It's an ode to tenderness, healing, and the beauty of queer first love without the trauma tropes. 1. The Handmaiden. Park Chan-wook delivers a decadent, twist-filled, erotic thriller that earns its spot at number 1. A con artist posing as a handmaiden meets an heiress trapped in a patriarchal prison, and their alliance shifts into a passionate, unforgettable love story. With stunning visuals, brilliant twists, and fully realized lesbian characters, The Handmaiden stands as the sapphic cinematic masterpiece of our generation. And there you have it. The top 20 lesbian movies that defined, redefined, and electrified sapphic storytelling. Whether you're into period dramas, teen chaos, psychological thrillers, or soft indie romance, there's something here for every queer heart. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which lesbian movies you want ranked next. This is LGBTpopCult, signing off with pride.